So this is the Samudra Manthan Leela of the Lord, or churning of the milk ocean. Does anybody know what churning means? Churning is you need a rod, you need a rope, and then you pull the rope. That's how you yeah. Mostly you see the churning of milk to separate the butter from the milk. So we got to see what is this Leela where there is churning of the ocean. So let's go in and dive in and find out. So Parikshit asked these wonderful questions about who, how did Vishnu churn the milk ocean? Why did he take the form of a tortoise? And what is the Mount Pantara? So, and then how did the demigods get the nectar? So all these questions, based on that, Sukadeva Goswami starts narrating this wonderful pastimes. So what happened was, um, uh, all of you know Durvasa Rishi. So Durvasa Rishi, he he once gave a nice garland that was offered to the Lord as a gift to Indra. So Indra took the garland and he didn't care for it much. So he gave it to his elephant Airavata. So Airavata, of course, yeah, he's an animal, the white elephant that Indra rides on. Um, he there was a bee coming on it, and he didn't like the garland so much, so he threw it on the ground and kicked on it. While Durvasa was still looking at all this, and Durvasa Rishi, he's known for his anger. He's the incarnation of Lord Shiva. So when he got angry, he cursed Indra that he would lose all his opulence. He lose his kingdom. Uh, but now, the demigods are the ones who follow righteousness and goodness. And since he didn't have Guru Bhakti or wasn't showing respect required of Durvasa, he lost his position, and all the demigods, they uh, they couldn't rule the universe anymore. They lost it, and then the asuras, who are in the mode of ignorance and passion, they took over because of this curse from Durvasa Rishi. So the demons were flourishing, and the demigods they were in a very awkward position. So they went to Lord Brahma to ask, what should we do? And then the Brahma said, this is way out of my help. We should ask Krishna or Lord Vishnu of what we should do in this situation. So any problems, it is best to go directly to the Supreme Lord. And so Brahma and the um, Devatas, they went to the Supreme Lord. So the Lord is impartial and according to the time, for the sake of creation, maintenance, and destruction, accepts different forms as incarnation. So they all approach the Lord in Shweta Dvipa. So this is where the Garbhodakashai Vishnu. So each universe, Lord Vishnu is on the milk ocean, on the serpent form, and he's being served by Mother Lakshmi. So all of the demigods came to the Lord to ask, what should we do? So Brahma offers nice prayers to the Lord, and then when the Lord appears, he he actually he starts to describe the universal form of the Lord. So he says the material creation rests on his lotus feet. Water is created from the Lord. Moon is the mind of the Lord. Fire is the mouth of the Lord. The sun god are the eyes of the Lord. Vital forces of air originate from the vital force of the Lord. The different directions are his ears, the holes of the body, his heart. Um, so sense, mind, air within body, that's his navel. Indra is the prowess of the Lord. Demigod is the mercy of the Lord. Shiva is the anger of the Lord. So all of these descriptions were
Prabhuji,
given. Sorry?
we cannot see the slides.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for
Prabhuji,
letting me know.
we thought you didn't put the slide. That's why we didn't tell anything.
Okay, okay. So this is what we covered so far. So the demigods, they went to Brahma, and Brahma said we should go to Lord Vishnu himself. And then Brahma is praising the Lord with all these uh, attributes of his universal form. This is the Virat Rupa universal form. Now, devotees see the universal form as a material energy of the Lord, because the Lord is Satchitananda and he is above anything that is connected to fire, air, water, air, space, ether, um, and earth. So the five elements, all that is combined together in the universal form of the Lord, like all the personalities in the heavenly, hellish, and the earthly planets are all combined in this universal form. This is the same form that Krishna showed Arjuna, and Arjuna, being a devotee of the Lord, said, "Oh Lord, I like you in your two-handed form." Um, so, so similarly, we as devotees understand the power of the Lord in His universal form, but even above the universal form is Krishna's two-handed, threefold bended form. That is spiritual. This universal form of the Lord is still the material energy of the Lord, and we consider the material energy an inferior energy of the Lord, and spiritual energy is the higher energy of the Lord.
Wait 1 second. But again, there's 20 people left and there's no bots. Go to all the way up. Oh shit.
Santoshi, did you have a question? Okay, so yeah, so as you can see, all the different parts of this material world are described as a body part of the Lord. So we know it is the energy of the Lord and it's the universal form, but as devotees, we should understand that this is a material form of the Lord. And it is for people who just need to, slowly graduation, they need to understand that, oh, all this is coming from the Lord. So they need to see all the Mother Nature as part of God. So that's what the universal form helps a person to understand. Right. So they have these wonderful prayers that says when the Lord is pleased, everyone is pleased. So it's like pouring water to the root of the plant instead of the leaves. So they are all coming to the Lord with prayers to help in the situation where they are totally not in control of the universe, and the demons have taken over. So the Lord then tells them, when the Lord appears in front of them and with the blinding light, so of thousand suns from his body effulgence, he comes and he speaks to them. And then there's description of the Lord's body by all the demigods. And then Brahma prays to him and says that Lord is unborn, all good fortune comes from the Lord. And then the Lord instructs the demigods. So what he says is, first you have to go make truce with the truce means make peace with the demons. So sometimes it is necessary to even make friends with your enemies. So this is the diplomacy the Lord is teaching. And again, you have to use this diplomacy very discreetly. You have to see if it's the right purpose, and then only go make amends with the enemies, and so that you can work together. So the Lord says, now you go and use this diplomacy to make friends with them, so that both the devas and asuras can churn the milk ocean. So how do you, we discussed about churning a little earlier. So you need a rod, you need a rope, and then you pull from both sides, and by the rotation of the rod, clockwise and anti-clockwise, uh, good things starts coming out um, of the churning. Just like churning the milk, you get butter, you make ghee from that. All good um, good aspects are coming out of the milk. Similarly, by churning this milk ocean, they the Lord instructs the devatas that nectar will come out, and you should focus on drinking the nectar, and not on the other things that come out. There's also going to be a poison that comes out, but I'll make sure that's also taken care for you. So don't worry. The only thing you need to worry now is to go make peace with the demons and engage them also in the service. And the Lord tells them to get the Mount Mantara as the churning rod, and and the snake Vasuki as the rope for churning. And he also gives the analogy of a rat and a snake in a basket. So the snake can easily eat the rat, but it is in the best interest of the snake to make peace with the rat and say, "Oh, rat, if you make a hole in this basket, we can both escape." So similarly, the devatas have to make peace with the demons to get out of the situation. Again, so the devatas went to the demons, and some of the demons wanted to fight the devatas, but Bali Maharaj, being the king of the demons at that time, he saw that no, the demigods are coming without any. Demigods are the devatas. The demigods are coming without any a military attitude or with their weapons. So let's not attack them. Let's see what their proposal is. So the Bali Maharaj and the demons, they heard what the devatas or the demigods wanted, and they thought, oh, this is a good one. It'll be nice to churn the ocean and get all the treasures from the ocean, and especially if the nectar is coming. When the nectar comes, in their mind, they were thinking they'll just cheat these demigods and take it away and have it for themselves. For now, we'll just say we'll share it. So that was their internal plan. So then the demons and the demigods, they went and uprooted this mountain Mantara, because it's very heavy mountain, and as they were carrying it to the ocean, many demons and demigods, they were getting crushed by the weight of this mountain. And because these activities are happening based on the instruction of the Lord always comes and helps his devotees in the service. So the Lord came, and he put the mountain on Garuda, and revived all the folks who had lost their lives or got injured carrying the mountain. And Garuda easily carried everyone along with the mountain to the ocean where the churning was supposed to happen. So once the mountain had arrived, then they had to get the snake, which is Vasuki, the serpent. And at that time, the Lord told Garuda, Garuda, please leave now. Now, Garuda was the one who lifted the mountain and carried everybody, but his service was over. As you know, the eagle and the snakes, they don't get along. They are enemies, natural enemies all the time. So Vasuki wouldn't be comfortable if Garuda is there. So the Lord told Garuda to leave at that point. So sometimes as devotees, we may not be the right person to do a service. So if we have to leave, we shouldn't take offense. Just like Garuda, he didn't take offense. He just left that place after doing his service, satisfied that he could serve the Lord in his capacity. So Garuda went away, and then they bought the snake Vasuki. So Vasuki was supposed to wrap around the Mandara mountain, and then the demigods took the position where the head of Vasuki is, thinking themselves to be stronger and more powerful in the mode of goodness. Uh, but the demigods, the demons, are always complaining whatever the demigods do. So it's like, how can they take the head? We should take the head portion. We are now the more powerful people. So then the Lord and the demigods, they shifted to the tail of the Vasuki, and the demons, they took where the head was. And actually, there was fire and poison all coming out of Vasuki's mouth, and there was scorching heat because of the snake Vasuki, and that's going to come soon. Um, Now, when they put the mountain on the ocean, it wasn't floating so that they could churn the ocean. So the Lord took the form of a tortoise. So this is the Kurma avatar of the Lord. And he was so huge. He is like uh, 800,000 miles in diameter, and he could hold the mountain. He could balance or float the mountain on the water because the mountain was sitting on the tortoise. So this is the Kurma avatar of the Lord. And the Lord was feeling just a tickling sensation when the mountain was just like if you massage your back, you uh, feel very nice. So similarly, the Lord, the weight of this mountain and its rotation was just like a massage on the back of the turtle, and it was polishing the back of the shell of the turtle. And now Kurma avatar was holding the mountain so that it can be churned, but still it wasn't balanced. So another incarnation of the god of Lord Vishnu, as Sahasrabahu, thousand-handed form, came to the top of the mountain to to protect the churning rod from both sides, from top and bottom, to balance it. So far we have seen how many incarnations of the Lord just in this Leela. There is the Kurma avatar, then there is Sahasrabahu on top, and there's Lord Ajita, who's Lord Vishnu himself, with the demigods or Devatas pulling from the tail side. And as you can see on the right, there is the demons, and the fire coming out was scorching these demons. And even those from the tail were getting the heat. So the Lord actually manifested clouds, and nice sprays of rain was coming on everybody so that they can get away from the heat.
Excuse me, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Uh, can you recap why they're churning in the ocean?
Yes. So the demigods went to Lord Vishnu to ask how they can get their kingdom back because they lost everything based on the curse of the Durvasa Rishi. And the Lord told them that the best way is to churn the ocean because nectar will come out of the ocean, and that if they have the nectar, they can get back their lost positions and well-being. So that is the intention. So they had to make truce with the demons as well and say, "Oh, there's nectar coming. We'll share with all of you, and this is going to help all of us. The nectar is called Amrit. So they're all churning the ocean to get the Amrit. Does that answer your question, Santoshi? Nice question.
Prabhuji, I didn't understand that the mountain is in triangular shape, but to churn the milk, we have to take a cylindrical shape rod.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's anything that can go round and round will work. As you rightly said, usually we use a cylindrical rod for churning the milk and get the butter out of it. But as you can see here, though the diameter down more than the top, there is still like a solid part that will go round and round. So it would work.
Okay, Prabhuji, understood.
Yeah. So this churning was happening, and what comes out first out of this churning? It is the worst ever, the poison. It's called the halahal or kalakut poison comes out of the ocean, and everybody don't know what to do about it because wherever this poison goes, it'll destroy the entire universe. So whatever they were trying to do uh, will be spoiled if this poison is put anywhere. So this is where you see that the Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, though he was part of the entire pastime, he wants to give credit to his greatest devotee, Lord Shiva, Vaishnavanam Yada Shambhu, to give him the service when the greatest need for people came. How to save them from calamity, just like the radioactive waste that comes from a nuclear so wherever you put it, people get destroyed. So similarly, such a poison only Lord Shiva could help, and the Lord could have easily, taken it away or destroyed it, but he wanted to show such wonderful service of his devotee. So all everybody went to Lord Shiva to say what should we do with this halal poison that's coming out. And Lord Shiva asked Lord Mother Bhavani, his wife, whether he can drink it to save the world. And um Mother Parvati agrees, and Lord Shiva drinks the poison to save the world. And if you know, like Lord Shiva is his service is seen. Is more famous than all the other services being done by Krishna or Lord Vishnu, because the Lord always wants his devotee to get all the credit. So Lord Shiva drinks the poison and saves the world. And that's how Lord Shiva gets his name, Neelkant, because the poison is stranded on his throat, and there's a blue color that comes because the poison is there. It doesn't go down on the body, so that's why he gets the name. So as you can see, Lord Shiva is drinking the poison, and few drops fall, and that's how the serpents and the scorpions they become poisonous because they take that remaining poison. So after the poison is done, the Surabhi cow comes. The sages take the cow. Now, Lord Vishnu had already told them, don't focus on all these other things that come in. Um, so Uh, so when Uchishrava, the horse came, the white horse came, Bali Maharaj took it. That's the demon's king. And nobody protested because they are all waiting for the nectar or Amrit to come. Then the Airavata came and Indra took. There are 8 male and 8 female elephants who came. The Kaustuba and Padmaraga jewels came, and Lord Ajita, Lord Vishnu took it at that point. And then Goddess of Fortune came, and Goddess of Fortune is Mother Lakshmi in her Kanya form, like her before marriage form. This is why she's called the daughter of the ocean. So Mother Lakshmi came, and everybody wanted to worship Mother Lakshmi. So the rivers worshipped her with golden pots of water. Um, the land or the land part of the world gave her nice medicinal herbs. The cows gave her panchagravya, that's a mixture of milk, ghee, and all that. Then so Vasant Ritu, the season gives her flowers. So all of them are honoring her with many gifts. But Mother Lakshmi, she has to do a swayamvar, and so she chose Lord Vishnu as her husband at that point. That's a description of all the others who are present there because it's Swayamvar, but there are some shortcomings with every person, and it is mentioned in the Bhagavatam. And we're not going into those details. So Mother Lakshmi marries Lord Vishnu. So everybody had some shortcomings except Lord Vishnu. The only shortcoming of Lord Vishnu was not really interested in a marriage. That was the only shortcoming. But Mahalakshmi always wants to serve Lord Vishnu, so she marries Lord Vishnu. And then Varuni, this is liquor, and the demons captures this liquor because they want to engage in tamogun. So then after Varuni comes the real nectar, and Dhanvantari, this is another incarnation of the Lord. Dhanvantari comes with this pot of nectar. And at that point, the demons, they come and grab the nectar and run away. And the Lord says, demigods or devatas, don't worry about it. In my form as Mohini Murti, I will, with my feminine aspects, cheat these demons and bring the pot of um, Amrit back to you. And that we'll cover in the next class. Okay, are there any questions before we go to the Kahoot for today? Okay, the game pin is 6116011. Santoshi is joined. Krishna devotee has joined. We need Nitinji, Meenakshiji, Ishwarji, Tarunji. Yes, Tarunji is joined.
Prabhuji, can you please wait?
Okay, sure. Definitely. So it's very good that on the Lord's appearance day, we are discussing this wonderful pastime of the Lord. So, how many avatars of the Lord? There's Ajita, who was alongside the Devatas. Then there's Sahasrabahu. Then there is the Kurma avatar. Then there is Dhanvantari, who came with the pot of nectar. And then, of course, the appearance of Mohini Murti. So there are 5 forms of the Lord in this one pastime. Okay, Ishwarji has joined. So let's start the Kahoot. First question. Which Manvantara did the churning of the milk ocean happen? 1, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 is the right answer. 4 is when the Gajendra pastime happened. All right, Tarunji got it right. Excellent. Who cursed the Devatas to lose their wealth, position, and kingdom in the sixth Manvantara? Angira Rishi, Brahaspati, Durvasa, Shukracharya. All of you got that right. Excellent. Okay. Taranji, Santoshji, Krishna devotee, Arno, and Ishwarji. Okay, number 3. Who did the Devatas go to meet to get help for improving their condition? Shiva, Vishnu, Narada, Brahma. Yes, first they went to Brahma. The Brahma instructed them to go to Lord Vishnu. Yes. Fourth question. The universal form of the Lord is his material energy, spiritual energy, marginal energy, pure love. Yes, we mentioned universal form of the Lord or Vishwarup or Virat Roop is the Lord's material energy. Spiritual energy is his Leela forms of the Lord. Marginal energy is all of us. Jivas are marginal energy because we can associate either with material energy or spiritual energy. We have a choice. Pure love is Srimati Radharani or Haladini energy of the Lord. Okay, what was Lord Vishnu's solution to the problem? Churn the ocean for nectar, create a new kingdom for the Devatas, fight the demons in battle, continue to live in poverty. Yes, churn the ocean for nectar. I think this was the question that Santoshi asked. What is the why? Why should they churn the ocean? Diplomacy to achieve a purpose is described by which analogy? Elephant and crocodile, snake and mouse, cow and chicken, tiger and goat. Yeah, snake and mouse in a basket. They have to combine their efforts. Which mountain was uprooted to churn the ocean, milk ocean? Mount Meru, Mount Kailasa, Mount Mandara, Mount Everest. Mount Mandara mountain. Very good. Okay. Who brought the mountain Mandara, the Lord, demigods, and demons to the milk ocean? Kaliya, Gajendra, Garuda, Airavata. Yes, Garuda took everything on his shoulder. Lord asked Garuda to leave as soon as he finished his service. True or false? True. Tenth question. Who was used as the churning rope? Ananta Shesha, Kaliya, Vasuki, Nahusha. Vasuki. Good job. Anantashesha is Lord Balram, who is like formed as a bed for Lord Vishnu to lie. Okay, 11th question. What incarnation of the Lord kept the mountain Mandara from sinking? Boar, fish, half man, half lion, tortoise. Yes, the tortoise form of the Lord, or called Kurma avatar. Okay, Ishwarji is now in first place and so on fire. 12th question. Who balanced the Mandara mountain from top? Supreme Lord as Sastra Babu, Supreme Lord as Kurma, Supreme Lord as Rama, Supreme Lord as Gauranga. Yes, Sahasrabahu form of the Lord with 1,000 arms. He was on top of Mandara mountain. Very good. True or false? Lord Shiva drank the Kalakuta poison after taking permission from his wife Parvati. True or false? True. Yes, he drank the poison as a service to mankind. Okay, 14th question. The blue mark on Lord Shiva's throat gives him the name Vishwanath, Rudra, Nilakant, Linga. Yes, Nilakant. Who took the white horse that came from the churning? Indra, Bali, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva. Uchishrava was the horse taken by Bali. And because Lord Vishnu had told the demigods, don't fight for the little things, they did not. Who did Lakshmi Rama Devi marry after coming out of the ocean? Lord Vishnu, Indra, Brahma, Shiva. Yes, Lord Vishnu. 17. Who took the liquor or Varuni that came out of the churning? Demons, Devatas, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva. Yes, the demons. Because they are in Tamogun, and intoxicants are a nature of mode of ignorance. Last question. Who appeared to get the nectar from the demons? Lakshmi Devi, Mohini Murti, Dhanvantari, Vedavyas. Yes. So this Dhanvantari came to give the nectar, but the nectar was snatched away. So to get the nectar back from the demon. So when the Lord takes a female person body, third place goes to Tarunji, second place goes to Krishna devotee, and first place goes to Ishwarji. So after a long time, Ishwarji has joined. Fourth place goes to Meenakshiji, and fifth place goes to Santosh. So congratulations, and thank you so much for joining on this very auspicious day. I'm so glad that all of you are here to hear this wonderful pastime of the Lord. Hare Krishna. You must have already heard about the Samudra Manthan Leela, but it's always nice to hear again and again. And for my own purification, I'm so thankful that all of you joined. Hare Krishna.
Hare-
And happy Holi, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.